Preds are up. Thank you, mods. What a game. What a series. What a finish. Whoa, thank you all. Hope you guys had some good games today. We were treated here in OWCS. Appreciate the raid. Welcome, everyone. Any all heads? Any oolers? Can I bring Chris tomorrow? Oh, he's welcome if he's free. Got some first time all heads. Alright, let me get his our stream tile's already updated. My mod's so good. Let me get his VOD renamed. Oh, what a series. It's a hard act to follow. It's a hard act to follow for these guys. GK versus Team Liquid. Let's see if I can get that one uploaded in time as well. I imagine there'll be a few people who want to see that one again. Appreciate Chrissy and Psycho stopping by as well. We had like a mini production, a caster and a broadcast. Bit of a skeleton crew, but we made it work. Thank you to the desk. Juvie locked in at 12 AM. Juvie's just getting started. Not seen the new Crocs team though. For people asking YouTube chat. Alright, Nightmare v Extinction next. Might be a bit more one-sided, so maybe we'll wind down the pace here. Thoughts then? Nice little desk segment. I feel like professional was the word, but we had like a proper setup. Desk was awesome. For the like the Hunter UV versus CJ situation, I just talked a bit about it before, and there's an interview if you go back on my channel right at the start of the year where Hunter probably gives a more complete answer, but to paraphrase and TLDR it, I think there was an element of thinking CJ would be a better fit, and sort of with the UV you know what you get, you know, in terms of he's been around, he's a very established player. The level felt clear, and that CJ had more potential upside. Obviously, what has transpired is UV seems to actually be playing some of the best Overwatch of his career so far. But, so, you know, hindsight and all that, but that was the idea. Desk was really fun. Desk in inverted commas. Why Squid over Bliss? They wanted to play double flex, and obviously that's much better hero pool for Squid than it is for Bliss. We'll see, obviously, which direction if SSG stick with that this week when they play tomorrow, or if they bring Bliss back in. Also worth noting for the SSG game tomorrow, we can talk about it more at the time as well. But the Koreans are actually off ping now as well, so should be expecting a bit of an uptick in SSG performance. Their schedule is going to get easier. Their Koreans are going to be off ping. All of these type of things. So it should be some type of slingshot-esque thing. My screen chat just broke when I changed the layer. Can I get it back? Oh. Oh. Are we working again? Well, looks like we're moving. This is good. All right. And we're jumping straight into it. Jumping straight into it. It's going to be Nightmare versus Extinction now. Nightmare in top form. And Extinction, a team that have been, I guess, kind of performing as expected more than anything else. And it's going to be a Winston ban immediately from Nightmare here, forcing the Hazard mirror. But Hitori loves the Hazard, so she won't be too worried about that at all. But Lep's going to die immediately as well. Big opening for Extinction now. Pressure onto Painkiller, forcing them back. Really probably two of it. You have to say both tanks probably really like for Hazard, but that early pick onto Lep is going to just leave Nightmare a little bit all over the place in terms of formation and where they are. That's been an easy first fight for Extinction. When we watched Nightmare play last week, it really felt like the teamwork, the setup and knockdown from Chronic and Rocket on the Freya and the Tracer was some of the best we've really seen, at least in the West, but maybe even globally, honestly. Chronic was getting through so much work, and Rocket was the hound dog being sent to finish the kills. Painkiller's going to get an opening pick right now, as Chronic's going to, well, fail to fight for his life up against Zomba. Opening pick, bit of lag on the stream, keep it boosted. Zomba's good for 2 actually here, so good trades coming through from Extinction to try and keep this one alive, but they don't. It's going to be Nenway who has to go for the touch. Battling for it here. They're in big trouble. Trying to make it work, but the Hazard advantage is too much in the end, and that early pick on Hattori will be transitioned into a fight win. Slash is going to get Suzu as Hattori comes in for one more death. And Nightmare right back in control there. Position on the high ground as Painkiller sets up. Ult's advantage across the board, actually, for Nightmare in all of this. It's going to be quick, well, give or take a beat. Kitsune Rush going to be quicker. Downpour going to be quicker. Rocket already has a pulse bomb. Warp going to try and take a bit of position on the high ground as Zomba's going to go around point side to try and force that. Drop down from the Kiriko, taking that duel is Luke Mino, forces the recall out of Zomba and sends Zomba packing for that mini as well. Point is controlled from Luke Mino, even though he's quite low right now. Now it's going to be Lep who takes over marking responsibilities, and Zomba's just getting no point pressure. Rocket's actually come to 2v1. There's another recall forced out. Pulse bomb! Zomba gets the trade onto Lep, gets away. Rocket will get the trade out, but Zomba does so well there in the 1v2 to get the trade out of that. Kitsune Rush on point from Luke is going to be mirrored by Scuffed. Now more pressure onto Lucio. Nenway will get traded by the downpour though. Beat will not be coming online. They trade Painkiller though. So Hazard advantage. Hattori on point as they try and force the objective, but Chronic is still above. Wob is in the weeds. 10 HP on the low ground. Rocket cleans that one up. Hattori, Zomba, they come and try and respond to that. Rocket continues to anchor point right now. Has the pulse bomb available. Recall has been forced. Pulse bomb for Rocket as well. There's the recall. Trying to live, trying to juggle the touch a little bit. Wall for Rocket to use as cover, and now Painkiller can take over the touch. Beat push to try and do that, and Painkiller's just going to be happy. All right, have the flip. You want to pay with a beat? Have the flip. Gives it back over to Extinction, and now gives Lep a great chance to have a huge beat advantage. Chronic's going to get an opening pick, though, so just as much as they get the point back, they now find themselves a player down. Lep is getting involved again. Lep is getting way too involved again. Rocket drops the pulse bomb. Actually gets traded for it, too, for Hattori out of that. Downpour thrown in as well, but Painkiller's still good for it. Chronic trying to force the objective here. Pressure as Hattori comes to match up, but the Freya is so hard to deal with. Scooters had to use for Suzu, gets traded out. Now Hattori 1 versus 3, can't get it done. Wob with a late trade, actually flying in on the Freya. Forces for TP out of Luke as well. No Suzu. Nenway's going to trade it. They're bleeding back onto point here, Extinction. Wob is 1 HP. Painkiller clears that one up. Sends for Wall. Painkiller's got control of a point now for Nightmare. They're still battling for it. Painkiller just needs to play life, wait for their team to be back, respawns and all of that. They can keep juggling for touch for a while, Nightmare, as Extinction try and force point. They try and make Painkiller's touch as hard as possible. Painkiller leaps on, though, taking so much damage, but the beat is up from Lep. They push forward with the beat, looking for the kills. 2 kills confirmed, that's the backline. And big trouble for Extinction now. They go for the pulse bomb. It's a miss from Zomba this time. They have to try and juggle the touch for so long. Hattori can take over, but with no support, their life is limited. Bowler's going to finish it here from Chronic. And Nightmare will be good for what has been a quite a back and forth first round. Anyone go for Lep on their fantasy team and maybe feeling a little bit concerned now? Yeah. 5 deaths. 5 deaths in the first round. People hoping for the recovery. Am I ever going to use the Face It POV streams? People mention it. It never sort of comes up. When I'm casting as well, I'm kind of just, you know, easier to follow the action like this instead of a multi-screen. So, I think it's a nice feature, but I don't think it really suits what I do. Rocket 17-1. I've got Rocket. Good on you, Rocco. Alright, my glasses are clean and I can see clearly. And I can clearly see Hattori has made her way onto the ball. Good map for it. Sanctuary is a classic bull map here. Early recall forced out from Zomba. Oh no, the recall's right in front of all of them, so an easy kill for Chronic there. Zomba caught napping, and now Hitori's going to take so much damage. Forced back as well. Scuffed TP there as the slam comes in, but Chronic is going to pivot away. Loads of damage. Next frame, please. Next frame. Suzu to allow Chronic to eventually win that, map. Sort of 1v1. 1v1 where you have 4 players with you and the other person has no players with them. Easy fight for Nightmare on this one, thanks to catching Zomba early. Now Extinction, they can play wide, they can get behind, so Nightmare can't really hold close at any point because the ball will just force for C9. They're trying to come through the left-hand side now, a bit of a pocket onto Hitori. TP back into main as they try and play the different angles. Hitori's already in deep behind. But Chronic gets the better of Wub. We've sung Chronic's praises many a time, and he's looking good for it here as well. The bowler is out. Chronic wins the duel to Wub, and as soon as he wins that duel with Wub, he knows he can just take over, start taking the piss with these angles he starts to push. Huge value for Chronic, who has taken over on this Sanctuary. Kitsune Rush up for Lucamino as well, so a great chance to snowball this one, and that would just be the first map for Nightmare if they convert this snowball, honestly. It's a very rough situation. Slam through onto Chronic, bit of trouble back inside, using every movement, but Nenwise there with a cutoff. Mega was denied as well. Big opening on the side. Hitori overloads. 2-player advantage as they move it over onto the cap. Rocket has found a trade onto Scuffs. That's the main source of healing gone. Hitori still trading onto Painkiller. Lucamino's dropped the Kitsune Rush. It's not over just yet. Rocket's found another kill in the back. And despite that early success, it's no good. Transfer of shields to try and help keep Wub alive in here. Rocket's going to just recall, keep them contained. Happy with the reset. Regroup with his team. They'll have 5 players. They have pressure onto this ball already. Hitori's in a lot of trouble. Force all the way out. Downpour out in main, and Wub is locked up here. Finished off. Wub ends up killing himself with the explosion damage. They've taken care of Hitori behind as well. Desperate touch now. Nenwai going to be coming flying through. No chance to get this beat up. Zomba's good for a pulse bomb, actually. But no touch. Nightmare close it out 2-0. Much more comfortable on the Sanctuary. And alright. Bit of an underwhelming second round after the topsy-turvy first one. So, Preds are going to be cashed. Let me get you some numbers for this one. We need the new Face It link. I don't suppose many people really have Extinction players. Maybe the occasional Hitori here or somewhere. Lep selling all points. Lep, people are... I mean, it's only a -1 Lep. The recovery on the second round helped out. People are rooting for you, Lep. You're a popular player. They need those fantasy points. Painkiller, the big winner on 6. I imagine, I mean, if I ask who has Painkiller, right, I think we're going to have a lot of PK owners in the chat. 6 points early on there. Minuses across the board for Extinction. I'm still going, Cat. Still going. Yeah, 2.5 for Lucamino, 3.5 for Chronic. Rocket 7, actually. Sorry, I missed Rocket there. So, yeah, Rocket and Painkiller continue to be 2 of the highest returning assets. I'm sure we should probably do the math at some point. I don't know if Toby's watching at the moment, but it's a good stat, right, isn't it? Like, what's the cost per point? Cost per point would be like a really, I think, useful one for who's actually the highest value player. Because, you know, like, Jaywu scored very well today, but a very expensive player. Kev's scored pretty well, but a very expensive player. But someone like PK and Rocket are probably right up there for cost per point. Or price per point, yeah. Triple P. Yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if some of these Nightmare assets go up in price after this weekend. Least amount of value would also be interesting too. Yeah, well, I think from like, I mean, obviously, I was involved in setting the prices. I think a big part of it was just, I'll get the map pics on screen. Big part of it was, I don't think many people really expected Nightmare to be this high up or this successful. Like, I thought they would be around the top, but I was thinking like 4th place or something. I think this is way higher than a lot of people anticipated. If they go up in price and they're already on your team, they're allowed to stay on your team. They don't use up any extra budget. If you were to ever sell them, you get the new price as for sale. So if they go up in 2 points of value, when you sell them, if you bought them for 20, you will sell them for 22. So you essentially get extra budget once you sell them. But obviously, I don't know if anyone's planning to sell Rocket or Painkiller anytime soon, you know? One out of 6 ads were just free ads. You miss out on so many good products. It's normally the last 3 ads where you get the best products as well, Cat. They do a ramp up in product quality. I think is Rocket 20 at the moment still? Yeah, that's after a price increase as well, right? So I think Rocket was actually people who got in, who were day one Rocketers, are doing really well. Yeah, because yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a +2 rise as well. So it could happen at the end of the stage I have a team with 125 rating. Yeah, yeah. If you ever played like FPL, which is the fantasy, like the football fantasy for the English league, you get a lot of you know, you're because it's a 38-week season in football as well in the English Premier League. You start with 100 budget, but you get people who finish on like 115 budget and crazy stuff like that, you know. Is there a massive spreadsheet or API? Toby would probably be the best person to talk to. I don't know exactly what the back end looks like, and that's beyond my technical beyond my technical skill set. Thanks for the acronym translation. I hope there'll be a captain that can double points. We were considering a captain. I worry double points is too powerful. So we were thinking something like a 1.5 multiplier or something like that. But yeah, for now, everything, like the rule set is going to stay as it is for stage 2. There'll maybe be a couple of unique things for playoffs that we'll talk about at the time in terms of the transfer period enough, but that's all for the future. Any major changes to scoring or everything like this or chips being added, that will come in stage 3 when we do it again, as well as obviously Korea. But for now, it's Overwatch time. Let me get you some game volume. Let me talk about the bans quickly. Extinction are going to ban the Freya. Feels reasonable enough. Absolute decimation from Chronic on that Sanctuary in particular. So it's going to be a Sojourn Mirror instead. But Chronic no slouch on that hero. And Wob already getting traded out by him. But the dive is good from Hittori. They're playing a Winston into the Orisa. We saw this a little bit from GK and Team Liquid. By a little bit, I mean an entire Runa Sappy. And it didn't go well for the Winston. We've seen Winston really struggle with this version of the matchup, but the initial dive is good here from Extinction. They top up Hittori, and they're able to stabilize around her. Lep's not listening to chat. Why would he do that? Was a little bit of a flip from Nightmare, so the damage is mitigated a tiny amount, 10% to work with, but it's a much quicker Kitsune rush for Scuffed, which is going to allow a big snowball here. Choice for Nightmare, disengage, maybe kind of the only choice, honestly. Once Extinction have this one ready to go, they'll be in a great position, but Scuffed's awfully low, so it's, well, a bit of a Scuffed start to this fight for Extinction. Scuffed is literally a sliver of HP, fighting for their life, but they are back up. They have this Kitsune rush, they pop it. Now the disengage comes through, but Chronic with the headshot as Scuffed swings. Suzu to save Painkiller as well. They're holding their ground. Pulse bomb onto Lep is good though from Zomba. Deadly with them so far. Zomba's going to clean that one up with a pulse bomb. They thought they could hold it actually. They dealt with the Kitsune rush part of it well, but the pulse bomb from Zomba seals it.
Much better.
Anyone got Zomba in fantasy? I don't know if I've seen many Zombas going around. Imagine the price is pretty good, right? Kitsune Rush advantage, Terror Surge all coming up now for Nightmare, but they're going to have to rush to get this touch. Eyes on Rocket as Rocket got it. Painkiller's running for it. Painkiller does get it. Kitsune Rush to help out. Beat to match that one coming through. Painkiller Terror Surges everyone in. Damage, but no kills out of it. Painkiller's the lowest personal after all of that. Lep doesn't have Pulse Bomb, but Rocket's good with the trade right now. They get the flip after all of this as well. They've anchored a crucial fight for Nightmare to keep themselves in this Suravasa. Well, it's still a first point, but you know, to keep themselves in this point. Rocket's good for the cleanup, but Painkiller is on life support right now, playing underneath. Needed for Javelin, didn't need for Javelin. Kills Zomba anyway, 30 HP, waiting for that Mega. Lep is going to drop the beat. Painkiller is out of the fight still. Wait, Lep is going to drop the beat? Ah! Okay, honestly, could have done with that one. The fight was over. Lep thought it was a bit more on than it was. And now, a key ultimate missing for Nightmare as Extinction have the final chance for the retake with this Primal. Wub's overclock has been a little bit slow cooking, but a chance to get it up. Primal comes through early. Chronic is getting juggled in. Hitori trying to take Chronic for a ride. Chronic is going for a ride, and Zomba finishes the kill. Chronic does get a trade before it goes down as Hitori now onto the backline. Lep gets taken down too. Player advantage right now for Extinction, and Painkiller isolated on point. Itachi takes Scuffed with him. Wub drops the overclock to confirm the trade. Nice shot onto Rocket as well. 20 HP, couldn't afford him to miss. And Wub will get the Mega, clean it up. Extinction take the first point here. And now a Mauga swap from Painkiller. Trying to make this Winston's life hell. Pulse Bomb for Rocket, Pulse Bomb for Zomba. Honestly, Zomba's hit more of them so far, but they've both been pretty consistent. The Mauga's going to make it very difficult for the Winston. If Hitori ever makes the first move, jumps onto the backline, Painkiller can just stomp. They need to try and play pokey and slow Extinction. Bleed out either a cooldown or bleed out the stomp. They peek round now, bubble onto Painkiller, but that bad boy is going to go super quick. Hitori dodges it, but just one shot afterwards. Pulse Bomb's a miss from Rocket as Wub slides it, looking for more. Lots of damage coming through as Nightmare is just going to stabilize her around. Well, it's quite a low HP Painkiller. Scuffed actually wants to clutch. Kitsune Rush comes out. Luke Mino can mirror this one as well. Nenwai is off the map, dead in all of this. Rocket will clean up with all of that. How did Nenwai die? Off the map? An uncredited boot, maybe? I don't know. Well, hopefully our observers can get us a replay of that one. Either way, the beat situation is going to remain relatively even in all of this. Both going to come up mid-fight here. Hitori continues on the Winston, but life will be hard into this Mauga. Leap onto the high ground to get Wub a bit of space here. Extinction are now have a chance to go left, go right, get more position around this point. Hard to fight head on. Nenwai is only 10% away from this beat. Half HP though, so has to be a little bit careful. Beat is what they're really going to be waiting for before they commit to this. Lep is slightly behind now though. Nenwai's built an advantage at the last second. If they find a timing to go on Lep, they could be in trouble. Lep's trying to cross in front of everyone. Awfully low. Luke Mino is dead. Lep's half HP. The chase is on. Lep has been found. Hitori finishes that one. The beat advantage from Nenwai charged at the last second. They found their primary target. Lep is taken down. And now, easy cleanup as a result. They flip it right back, but Nightmare aren't going to be too unhappy. 97%, great chance of a retake. They've got beat advantage. They've nearly got a cage as well, and cage is going to be one of the most difficult fights for this Winston comp to win. Zomba with a Pulse Bomb runs in to a marked location, so repositions, tags onto the Mauga, going through, Pulse Bomb into the mix, but I mean, threads the needle past everyone, and Hitori gets one shot. Wub has popped the overclock. There's a beat if they need it. Wub slides in, needs a hero play. The beat is going to keep everyone safe, though. Wub has forced the beat, but all they need is one flip here, Nightmare, so the beat will get the job done. No more trades. They'll flip it back. They'll tie us up 1-1, and we're already moving towards middle to try and get a head start on the next point. Point is going to be behind them, though. We're going to E, so Nightmare's still in a good position to get that early setup. If they want here as well, Nightmare, they can just hold close with this cage. Try and stuff for choke. Hitori's trying to take a little bit of space early, but she's not got all her team quite with her yet, so she's just going to play a flankier role, jump all the way behind. Painkiller catches anyone in this cage. It's going to be so hard to keep him alive. Hitori's still playing, flanked all the way around. Actually, now just back with her team. A regroup. Kitsune Rush onto the point. Painkiller's going to try and get off that Kitsune Rush. As they push forward, the cage comes out. Traps for Tracer as well. Full beam. Hitori pops for Primal. They break the cage, but not in time to save Zomba. And look at the HP. Hitori just has to play live with this one. TP and they try and come back in. Looking for a late trade here, Hittori, but such low HP. Honestly, it feels like there might be a window to swap onto the Orisa or something like that, but Winston is a struggle into this Mauga composition. But it's also the cage fight. That's the hardest one. The cage is out for a while now. Gonna be a retake for Extinction, pushing into this overclock. And really for Nightmare, a lot of it is a decision of, like sort of a mini decision from Painkiller about patience. If he saves this stomp timing a lot, it makes Hittori's life so hard. Chronic starts with the overclock. Eyes on the Lucio, caused a bit of a split in formation from Extinction right now, and Wub is going to be the victim underneath Painkiller's feet, and it'll be easy clean up for Chronic with the rest of it now. Quick fight done just off that overclock. Extinction will have one more chance at a retake. Just needs to be careful not to lose it. Chronic's really looking for a late kill if he can find it. Looking for Scuff. Scuff is going to strafe directly into the wall, trying to fake Chronic out, but Rocket is there for the follow-up too. Wob with a bit of a response, though. Still a chance to walk. They can go. Nenwai's getting very close to this beat. Rocket's trying to mark the touch on the Tracer. Zomba's half HP, forced back already. Zomba's going to go for it, dies for the touch, though. Choice now with Nenwai if they want to commit. Hittori going over the top, lands and gets the beat as they go, but they've lost Wob on the way in. Pulse bomb onto Hittori. All that beat health will keep her alive for now, but on life support will fall. Beat push gets nowhere near, and Nightmare continuing control. A few more touches coming through from Extinction, but they are massively outnumbered here, just a matter of time. And the Mauga swap paying DVDs. It's been too much time with Hunter. It's paying DVDs for Nightmare here. Extinction have really struggled since the Mauga hero has appeared, and now Nightmare have double support ult in the back pocket for this next fight. Cage nearly up again as well. Quick scoreboard check. Wob's going to get involved here. Chance to catch Lep. Just catch Lep, so no beat in play here. Early advantage, and might just slow this down, Nightmare. They can fight with Kitsune Rush, but it's just a pretty even situation since Lep is down. So they're just going to let the first cap go over, play for the retake. Nenwai does find a way to trade as well. Lucio's. They go for the contest, actually. Painkiller's going for it. Kitsune Rush comes out, it's traded. Lep gets the kill onto Wub. Oh, don't even need the cage in the end, and it has to be said. If the Kitsune Rushes are traded evenly, as in they overlap, as they so often do, significantly better for the Mauga team. Good night, Plum. Lep's trying to boost. Lep's trying to boost, which means he might very well be in the respawn queue at worst. Or he spoiled the result for us at best. Could be the respawn queue. Lep's got beat for this final fight, or potential final fight at least. Painkiller's going to have the cage as well. Very difficult for Extinction. Hittori has made the Orisa swap though, which will help a lot in this cage fight. Wob can pop this overclock to open the fight. Sliding onto this far right hand side now. Looking for it, full rail. Half opportunity, but can't find it against the Tracer. Zomba's going to push the side as well. Both DPS over here as well. Recall has been forced as Wob's going to slide in. Cage has been dropped. Is anyone in that cage? Painkiller's in there fighting it. Rocket is off the map. Hittori dies in the cage. So tank advantage now. Wob still sliding onto point, trying to avoid it. Chronic's going to respond with the overclock. Lep is dead after all of this, but Chronic's good for one. Headshot as well. Suzu's going to be used. Chronic good for all three. Clean up for Chronic. And maybe the both was true. Nightmare win the fight, but Lep was in the respawn queue. How did Rocket end up falling off the map? Or did he die to his own pulse or something? It was his own pulse? What happens here? I can't even see. I have no idea where Rocket is, actually. Wait, is it here? Does Zomba outplay it? Because the Tracers are fighting here, right? Rocket's recall is forced. And then on this, yeah, I feel like Zomba might have blinked it back into, like, Rocket goes for the gap, and Zomba just blinks it into him. Oh, he just pulsed Hittori? Oh, that's less exciting. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed the blink into cage. Oh, yeah, I see him cross now. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Ah. I thought it was a crazy outplay by Zomba. Yeah, it's much more boring, isn't it? Yeah. All right, should we get some numbers? All right, hoping for big scores from Rocket again. 6.5 for Rocket, 9.5 for Painkiller, Lep 1.5, Chronic 2, Luke Mino 3. Negatives for everyone except for Zomba on the side of Extinction. Total scores, Painkiller up to 15.5, Rocket 13.5. Lep has turned himself positive with that onto 0.5. 5.5 for Luke, 5.5 for Chronic. Was it 30? Yeah, 30 and 3 for Painkiller, 25 and 3 for Rocket. Just shy of 10k damage for Painkiller as well. Rock could have been 14.5 if he doesn't kill himself with Pulse Bomb. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm pretty sure this is Nightmare's only game, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Supernova and... Let me unfull screen so you can see. I think it's Supernova and GK you'll have for double. Where are we? Week 4. Yeah, Supernova and GK have it. I think every other team, because EMEA has no doubles, so outside Supernova and GK, everyone else is single game week. Ooh, Gibraltar! Oh, the desk are excited about that. Been a while since we've seen a Gibraltar. Obviously makes a lot of sense. Extinction have been keen to play for Winston. Probably need to protect Winston here as well, right? Because I don't think... Have Nightmare used for Winston ban? Let's look at Wikipedia. Oh no, they used Winston ban. Oh, they've actually got the bans already for game 2. Spoilers. So Winston was already banned from Nightmare. Oh no, this is map 3. Yeah, but Winston's been banned by Nightmare here, so they don't need to protect... Extinction don't need to protect it. This is game 3. That's fair, Wilder. Yeah, that's fair. It's really true. But either way, the Winston ban has been used, so Extinction don't need to protect for Winston. I don't know if they want to Anna Brig, really, or they will just Winston, Kiri, Lucio still. There was a huge multiplier. I mean, what are we at? 96%? Signed 2 GK players this week and somehow ended up with the only one under 10 points after match 1. Was it Admiral? Yeah, Admiral. Yeah, I nearly went Admiral in the end, so I think it probably works out avoiding it. Because I'm also hoping GK players scored pretty well today in their hard game. And now, because I went with Moan Kuffer, which was a bit more of a gamble because I had to sell Jawu, who scored very well. And I had to keep Grapes, who has got a tough double. But hopefully, if I'm nice to Hunter tomorrow during the Korea broadcast, he'll make SSG throw that game. Yeah, so I'm hoping Kuffer and Wimone really pad tomorrow. I can't remember exact numbers, but I think UV, Wimone, and Kuffer all scored really well, I think, if I remember right. Oh, you got Kellen sugar-free? Oh, you're looking good, actually, Quack. That's going to be... Having sugar-free already is so broken, actually. Because he's done all right so far, and now I think sugar-free is just going to points farm for everyone. Tweet from UV. What's he saying? Let's bring it up for everyone. GG's Team Liquid, love you all, Zero Tree Infected. See you at Esports World Cup. Also played bat for the fantasy points. Me and Admiral Raptor pictured in the background. Class of him. Class of him. Hot. That's what you need. A player who cares about your fantasy points, you know? A player who cares about them. Ooh, sounds like we've got some movement as we move over to Gibraltar. Potential final map of the day. How does Fantasy work if they replay maps? We would take the... We've not really talked about it, but if I would presume we would just take the replay... Like, we disregard the first map, or the one that's, like, overruled, and we'd take the stats from the replayed one. That seems like the fairest thing to do. Decent points for Rocket. Decent points, actually. Hoping for some farm here, though. So it's a Diva ban, actually, from Extinction. Painkiller... probably just going to play the Hazard instead. And actually, it's already starting on the Hazard anyway. Yeah, they're on the defense too, so they've really walked out.
Because it's easy.
Ooh, listening.
I thought you were playing Red Hog.
Nightmare side.
No, I'm playing it much, bro.
Let's go.
Kids in. Freya.
Right top left. They're still top left.
I'm jump scaring them top right.
They're pushing. Hazard in. Right flipping half, right flipping weak, really weak.
Prayer one.
Right really weak.
Nice.
We're all good.
Cheers.
Pray one. Right at.
No one. Do I have a pull?
No, we need help.
How do I not have a pull?
We got there.
They went crazy hard north on.
Oh, we got two. Just trade on point.
You're in it to be.
No respect for the fantasy points here.
Has a top.
Shooting
They
out.
have any ults. They're gonna touch soon. Stay walking turret.
Alright, I'm back. I'm on a ground.
Freya dropping too.
Blue one.
Blue really weak.
Kalo, you're not TP. I'm slowing them back.
I think you're under. Grab me. I think you're under.
2
I
seconds.
have a shot on you, Rocket. Shot on you.
Come. Nuri right here.
Oh, the pedal.
Nuri in the room.
Do I have a
Nuri in the
light?
room, has to blink out. Pray one, literally one. Carry TP'd under, no TP.
Do I have a light?
This sound effect. Oh, left. Wait, is that the comms? They weren't even talking that much. So far, it's just been shenanigans and Chronic finding kills independent of everything going on. Kitsune Rush is going to be dropped on point now from Scuff to try and clean this one up. But Chronic is on the flank, looking for the Lucio. Good for a couple, getting traded and potentially no avoids it. Has the bowler if they peek him, but no, Zomba's behind, wasn't expecting it. Kitsune Rush is confirmed, and this has been 2 minutes wasted. But we nearly have a Valk and a tree. Painkiller has gone Hazard during all of this as well. Okay. Really relying on Chronic a lot with this in terms of a Mercy Pocket. They're trying to poke everyone to the high ground right now. Bowler is out. TP in from Scuffed, but that leads to their death instead. Downpour to try and turn it, but here's the tree! Tree's gonna save them all. Painkiller actually didn't quite get the pulse. Lep considering a res and all of that, trying to juke him out. Pocket onto Rocket. Chance for the res. If Lep wants it right now, but no, doesn't go for it. Rocket is still getting this full pocket. Fun to say. Keeping him alive and topped up in this. Luke Camino's come back on Bakiriko as Nightmare have decided, oh no, this is too much of a piss take. We're going to get full held. Lep's coming back on Lucio. The emergency swap to a real comp. And it's a neutral, so Nightmare do have a chance now. But they're only going to get one decent chance at it. Jump in from Painkiller, wall onto the high ground, put Scuff down to half. Painkiller's just going to try and move the payload up. Zomba's cleared from this right-hand side as well. Runs into the Tracer, a bit of a... Chips in the night. Rocket lobs that one from downtown, but misses it. Zomba's recall has been forced by the Bolt, but Hitori trades Rocket. No, positive trade for Nightmare. They're coming straight back into this one. Bolts trade it. Chronic is good for it in the end. Supports pocketing each other. Lep and Luke Mino live long enough to allow Chronic to clean up all of this. And Nightmare get themselves out of a jam. Is there a touch? Zomba's here for the touch, actually. The wall's going to make it kind of hard. Zomba blinks through, gets the first touch. Recall's going to be forced now. Has to go for another one. No, C9. Hittori was back on the Malga, but can't get there in time. And Nightmare have caught a break there. Almost trolled themselves into a full hold. They save it at the last moment. They'll get clean up here as well. It's going to be a messy fight, but we're so close to the attacker's spawn, it won't be too consequential for Nightmare. And they can get their Freya onto the high ground, and Chronic can continue to try and take over. Ooh. Kitsune Rush is going to be up for both Kiriko's. Beats coming right behind that, but Painkiller with this downpour advantage. The first problem for Extinction to deal with, though, is this Freya position. Wobb's going to take the challenge right now. Take aim bolt hits for Chronic. Now some pressure coming through. Bowler just onto Hittori instead. A lot of that damage blocked, though. Hittori TP to her and Kitsune Rush. And Chronic's just going to back it up here. Full oversight of the point. The payload's been moving forward this entire time. Bit of a dive in from the Trace. Oh, from the Lucio. Where are we going? Nenwai. Nenwai is in the spawn trying to live. Give him the slip though. Maybe Nenwai's in more trouble behind. Nenwai is not giving him the slip at all. Where was Nenwai going? 2 kills early on as the Kitsune Rush trade comes through. Painkiller will clean this one up on point. And I presumed it was a Tracer. Kitsune Rush, I mean, it's a long list of disasters. Because why on earth would the Lucio be there? If it would be preposterous. I was too distracted by Nenwai there. Many such cases. To actually notice that Kitsune Rush trade either. Okay. Nightmare have recovered this attack a little bit now and have 2 minutes for third point. Beats available for both, but Wubba's going to go down early, so more free and meterage for Nightmare during all of this. Nenwai's going to beat, goes for it. Lep's going to hit the beat right back. Downpour over the top, boot onto Chronic. Beat over health. It's going to keep him alive for a little bit, but there's more pressure. Nenwai is deep behind enemy lines. Many such cases of this as well. Rocket is hunting, but Nenwai, the slip has been given every single time. Tried to wiggle their way out of this one. No such luck. I'm really, you know, I'm using the most generous definition of the word slip here when I say Nenwai has given them the slip. Rocket is going to hit the pulse bomb. Big damage onto Hittori as they try and follow this one up. Chronic hits the Polar as well. Bullied in the corner there. Sent back to the respawn queue. And it's going to be a desperate touch now for Extinction. Don't quite have anything yet. Hittori's close to the downpour, but they're going a little bit early here. Take aim shots. Wub might come out on top of this one, but no full pocket for Chronic. Holding on to this. Lep is going to trade with Wub in spawn. More pressure onto this. Hittori's going to take so many of these take-aim bolts in the back. So much damage. Suzu saves it. Hittori throws up a downpour. It's avoided though. Buys a bit of time for more respawns, but is it enough? Nenwai is back, but not for long. Kitsune Rush finishes the job. And Nightmare are going to full push with a minute.
60 seconds remaining.
Alright, let me go look at these Kitsune Rushes again. Wait, Scuffs first. Oh yeah, so Scuffs is going to get completely walled. And then Lucamino just... I mean, Scuffs was outplayed. It was their own wall though, right? Oh, it's both walls. I can't tell exactly which wall it hits, but it feels a little bit like it hits Hittori's, honestly. But then Luke Minos is walled by a wall that was always there. Yeah, this wall didn't magically appear. This wall's always been here. All right, let's catch up to live. Scoreboard check if anyone is interested. Now we're back to live. Yeah, 8 and 7 for Nenwai and Scuffed. Seven and 6. Can I explain Nenwai's behaviour? They're always like this. A wacky Lucio, you know? Sometimes you get, you know, just the passive Lucios, the beat farmers. Sometimes you get a wacky Lucio. And Nenwai, you know, on the scale of wackiness, Nenwai's got it turned up to a solid 9. Alright, it's Lifeweaver Mercy on the defense as well. So actually, Nightmare's backline also turning the wackiness all the way up to a 9 as well. Hazard, Tracer, Freya across the rest. So we'll see how the Mercy Lifeweaver just feel like it has limited utility here. Painkiller's going to be gripped out of that one. So that's kind of a grip used very early for not a whole lot, honestly. Painkiller's going to drop towards point now to clear Rocket off this. Extinction have lost Scuff during all of this, so it is just a full reset. Painkiller's going to reclaim the high ground. Looking for a bit more pressure. You can hear the relaxing sounds of... is it the Mercy Mythic that's doing that? Of course, I don't know what the name of the weapon is. Jump onto the high ground. Chronic's going to slide up. Wobb's going to get traded, but as is Luke Camino. More pressure onto Chronic. Full Mercy pocket, but it's not enough. Extinction's going to run over this one. Player advantage now, and they might even get a late kill on Painkiller, but Payload's moving this entire time, but it's still not even under bridge yet, so Nightmare have plenty of time for this retake. So they give themselves a bit of space back here. Luke Camino nearly has the tree to stabilize and work around as well. Can counter out the Kitsune Rush, use it to mirror and hold for space. Painkiller's forced to the low ground, half HP. Hitori's going deeper for more with Zomba actually. They position behind, they've caught the Mercy. Mercy's down, this is going to leave the Lifeweaver exposed as well. Painkiller's awfully weak behind, and it's only Lifeweaver healing, so it's going to be Rocket to get the touch. Dies, tree for the retake from Luke. They're pinned in the corner, the pulse bomb's good onto Luke, and the tree is, I mean, it's still there, but the cap's going to go through. It doesn't change anything. Hey, Soren. And my God. Nightmare have given up the Lifeweaver Mercy experiment again. It's just a first point comp, guys. Kitsune Rush available for Scarf. Nenwai nearly has the beat. Double support up advantage of Nightmare have just made the swap. And that Kitsune Rush is out already. Nightmare are going to try and disengage. Nep's going to go to the low ground. Actually finds that trade onto Zomba here. So the Kitsune Rush is going to lead to a player deficit. Well on the high ground, but Chronic's got the drop on him. Bowler comes out, avoided, downpour right back. Taken down. Wobb's going to drop all the way out of that now, and Luke Mino and Rocket on the flank, cleaning up all of these kills as they're forced off the high ground. And Nightmare, big stabilization now. They're on the Kiri Lucio mirror, and a big chance goes begging with that support of advantage. They still have one in the form of an NY's beat. Tricky Vonus Gibraltar on the Hazard comp. Hard to clear some of this high ground space. The Hazard has to go use all of their cooldowns just to get up there. Hard to properly clear that consistently. Coming top left right now, Hitori and Zomba going to try and take a bit in that space. Now you see wall goes up as Hitori tries to clear it. Does have a downpour, pressure from the Tracer as well. Zomba's got that, turns the kill onto Luke Camino. Now from the top rope, the slash is going to connect. Chronic's in a lot of trouble as well, but Rocket's found an important trade onto Scuffed. They can keep going forward right now, but Rocket a second trade as well. Rocket's going to live. Hitori's gone back to point. Bowler was thrown out by Wob in all of that. Rocket's even going to stall out the point a little bit. Hitori's going to try and reclaim the high ground, let Plane life. Painkiller's 1 HP. Don't know where Painkiller is right now, but looks like he's found his way out to the supports, and Nightmare will be good for a retake. Now the support ult advantage is in favour of Nightmare. Such a long fight. Luke Minodes and Lep both get theirs. Zomba dropping down behind, threatening this backline. Hitori comes in, wall out one of the chokes. Lep is marking this chaser. Recall has been forced out of Zomba. Downpour is out right now. Lep's going to hit the beat. Beat back from Nenwai as well. Pulse bomb for Zomba, but disrupted by that beat. Can't find anything meaningful. Runs into Rocket, who also goes forward to the point. But it's the backline that dies first. Hitori and Wubba found the connect. Now the payload continues to move forward. And Nightmare, a desperate recontest. Maybe they need like Painkiller to touch for so long. Respawn wave only comes in now. Painkiller goes for it. Booped back. So much damage. Wall up. Rocket to take over the touch. Painkiller in a lot of trouble. Pulse bomb doesn't find anything from Rocket. Luke Camino's nearly back with Kitsune Rush, but they are attacked down and Rocket's dead. Not going to go for it in the end. Third point open now for Extinction. And it's looking good. 3 minutes in the time bank. Obviously, Nightmare did full cap, remember, so it's playing for an overtime situation for Extinction. Kitsune Rush out in main, going to be mirrored by both here. Bowler over the top, big damage onto Hitori, forced back, but still finds the kill onto Chronic regardless. Downpour from Painkiller to try and turn the fight, but they're losing players quickly. They need trades if they can. Painkillers finds one. Harassment onto Lep. Lep is going to try and take a long way out. He's going below ground, so Hattori's lost him. Lep is still behind. Lep is in so much trouble. Lep is going to be sent to the respawn queue. More meters on the board for Extinction. Zomba's got the pulse bomb coming through left-hand side right now. Nenwai is getting very close in this beat as well. Could be a big advantage. Runs into Rocket right now, Zomba. Wants to get a bit of support to win this side fight, but has to recall actually, so this will slow down any progress for Wall, causing a bit of problem for Zomba. The Rocket's given up the position, so Zomba's on the high ground now, waiting for recall before they commit. Beat is so close from Nenwai right now. Oh, great catch from Zomba. The Wall is out there as well, but Lukamino with the trade. Was a pulse jacks as well, I think. Beat push comes through regardless. Bolo onto Painkiller. They want the damage. A lot of it blocked from Painkiller, but there's so much damage right afterwards. They need to play for trades. Rocket can't find it. Rocket's trying to stall out the cart as long as he can. Wob is coming back, 23% short of beat. They need so much time for Lep to get this beat online. They go in Tracer for the touch. Sombra for the touch as well. Pressure coming in. Rocket's trying to buy as much time as possible. Gets killed though, and they don't get it. Extinction finished with a faster time.
Score 3-3.
Yeah, big kill from Lukamino to maybe make it possible, but not enough. Support our advantage is too much once the cart's that close.
Initiating match.
Alright, number-wise. Chronic's on 12 deaths. Oh. Okay, Kiri Lucio from the start this time, Nightmare. With only a minute on the clock, they're not taking the life with a Mercy Gambit. I thought it was their first point comp, but apparently they've lost faith. Why are they not a monkey life with a bat? You're fully converted, Joby. GK has shown you the way. Okay, full mirror hazard, Kiri Lucio Extinction fighting for their lives. Smaller time back for Nightmare, but we all know Haddy Theory, don't we? So maybe Nightmare are exactly where they want to be. Gonna clear Zomba out of the left-hand side first, and Zomba's actually had to recall here. Awkward situation for Zomba, half HP. Real big risk, but it looks like Zomba's managed to work their way out of that. Free cart push for now as they walk forward. Painkiller's going to come try and contest for high ground, but Zomba's come back in and killed Lep, actually. How on earth? Got away with that one. Zomba's just decimated them on the high ground. 2 for Zomba, sent back to spawn. Good news is they haven't made it very far for Nightmare, so they still have time to reset here. Extinction are going to reset on the high ground again. And Zomba might just be ruining my sleep. Rocket challenging Zomba on point now and trying to get that cart moving forward. Lukamino trying to walk forward with it too. Hattori is spawn camping Chronic. Where are they going? I think Nenwai's in spawn as well. Of course they are. Turning around as the payload's now moving away. Nenwai and Hattori can regroup with the team. Going in for it. Pressure onto the point. Zomba jumps in, gets the kill onto Lep. Oh, they are holding him right here. 2-player advantage already for Extinction. Can they even get the touch? One more dive on from Rocket, but there's so many players down. It's all on the DPS. Chronic finds one, but we need even more. Rocket trying to maximize the touches. The pulse bomb comes out just onto the wall. Rocket will die eventually. And it's a good hold from Nightmare.
Round 3. Complete. Score 3-3. Switching sides.
All right. Very winnable for Extinction. Very winnable. 39-8 for Hattori. Go on. Haddy Theory is just attacker's advantage. Fuck. When you're right, you're right. Ooh. Okay, but I'm tired. I am tired now, but I will power through. I will lock in. Because this could be start of a reverse sweep. I would hate it, but oh. My sleep schedule would hate it. It'd be entertaining, but my sleep schedule would hate it. Okay.
Attackers incoming.
Okay, Kiri, Lucio, again, no shenanigans for Nightmare. It's a very awkward position for Nightmare for where they have to hold the point right now. It's always going to clear this high ground early, looking for any hiders, any surprises. No surprises to be found, just a pretty standard hold, but Scuff just walked through Leopard's just with one shot. How on earth? Big opening pick, damage onto Chronic as well. Hitori leaps in for that. Trades though, trades Rocket and Luke Mino betrays a Kiri flank. 2 kills. Gives him a chance at this retake, does it? Oh, it's going to be awkward for Payload is so close. Chronic's gone Sombra. Has someone there for the touch? Luke Mino doesn't want to be the one he touches. Oh, so he won't. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. All right. Class KD save from Luke Mino. The fantasy enjoyers go in there. Oh. Okay, let's look at some numbers there, because that was a dog fight. An anticlimactic finish. Alright, where are the points? Rocket and Painkiller, small gains but still positive. Lep has hit a minus 3.5 here. Lep has hit a minus 3.5. Zomba has hit a 7.5. That was a 38 and 7 for Zomba on that. 7.5 for Hitori as well. So Hitori and Zomba reversing it a little bit. Yeah, I saw everyone talking about the lethal tweet. Let's see it, shall we? Top 5 things I'm gonna do when I beat Korean teams. Letting the money change me. Switching up my day ones. Forgetting where I came from. Fuck's sake. It's so good, actually. Ignoring my loved ones. Ignoring system injustice. It's such a good tweet. Look at the replies. Oh wait, he tags harder cooler in it as well. Oh my god. Presumably they know each other, I'm guessing, since they're both Turkish. Zera's right though. That is fucking cold. Great tweet from Lethal. Tremendous work. Tremendous work. Alright, huge redistribution of wealth. What are we... Alright, some of the winners, tell me your numbers, because I didn't see them come up on screen. What are we working with here? $40k? Someone got $40k? Class that. But yeah, what should I show you the totals actually? Lep's on -3. Painkiller 19.5, Rocket 14.5, yeah. We had this song earlier as well, right? This music's new. 23k off a 1.2k bet, I'll take it. Shit. I'm singing it. 3.5 to 40. Wow. Not too bad at all. I've been up late enough now. I know it's not super late, but I've been awake for a while. And I'm now hungry again, which is bad. Why would anyone invest in a main support? Budget! Budget restraints, you know? How were Liquid and Sakura games? Sakura game, it was pretty close actually, like a tight finish at the end. The GK Team Liquid series was great actually. Honestly, one of the best map 5s we've seen this year. Whole series really good for it. GK really getting away with the map Lifeweaver. But yeah, great series. Really great series within GK. Would I say GK were worth it, big picture? Do they deserve the win? I think so. But yeah, great series. Are you... Hunter, are you going back on after the games today? UV clutch, yeah, UV player of the match from the desk. And well deserved as well. UV was really good. Yeah. Alright, I'll let you know, Hunter. Today's gone on a bit longer, obviously, because we had that like GK TL banger. Which desk? Both desks. Both desks. You in a rush to end? Yeah. Like we've still got another map of this, right? So we've still got a bit of time. But I think it's going to be a prompt finish for me if I can get away with it. Alright, roger that, mate. Hold on, I need to message you something as well. Sorry guys, I was typing. Alright, lock it back in. Preds closing. Runa Sappy is for choice. Nightmare still on match point. They get to choose as well. They've gone for a Lucio ban, so they're going to play Juno Kiri, something they've been playing quite a lot of and having a lot of success with. Extinction are just going to stay away from the Freya as we take this Orisa mirror and let the hero is changed, but the result is the same. Zomba is on fire today. Dominant on the backline. And Zomba just invisible at the moment. Chronic doesn't even get to fire a bolt back. Oh my god. Tell me somebody had the vision, the foresight to sign Zomba in Fantasy. Early lead for Extinction. We get a little bit more game volume here as well. Getting up to this next corner, no ults to speak of, because Zomba just ended that fight before it even really started. Honestly. Pressure at the corner. Rocket going to be fighting inside. Losing though. Zomba, no recall. Luke Mina with the TP back to help this one, but Zomba is tearing Nightmare apart right now. More pressure onto Painkiller, who has to concede in his space as well. And it's just more 3 meters. It's the checkpoint as well. Pulse bomb onto the Orisa. Zomba really wants this kill. You're doing a lot, Zomba, but didn't need to do that. Gets away with the pulse bomb for free there, Painkiller. And now they can retake once they're 5v5. Slightly faster charge on Beret for Scuffed as well. Chronic trying to hit these cross mappers for Rocket to follow up on right now. Nothing going so far. Wub is peeking back, but hard at this range from the Cass. Might even be going top. Chronic's going to go all the way behind though. Big flank from Chronic. Eyes on Chronic. The backline still far away. Bolt's coming in. Bowler's going to be a misfo, actually. Kitsune Rush traded out. Ray comes back from Scuffed as they flood forward. Lumino gets deleted in all of that. They are swinging forward. That's 2 kills for him. Pulse Bomb. Oh, couldn't be saved from that one. Tries to roll. Now the Terror Surge to try and trade out. They've turned it into a dogfight. HP advantage massive for Hitori, though. Now just needs to deal with this Tracer. 1v1. Rocket's trying to hide behind the robot. Gets for Mini. Gets for recall. Lumino TP's back for Suzu. And just can't kill this pesky Tracer. So Nightmare do scrap out a hold there. But that's a healthy lead off the first initial push there for Extinction. They'll pick up Hitori from spawn. With a big ult trade and oh my god, Zomba! Okay. And Nightmare in trouble right now. They just can't contain Zomba at all. Zomba on the flank. Allows Extinction now opening pick. Just, yeah, forces Nightmare to reset all the way back. Is it time for Moira? It might be. It might be. Swing round the corner this time. Lep has the Ray very soon, though. Zomba more pressure. Happy to take this fight. Holds the recall, actually, as the high noon swing comes in. All of Nightmare are forced to DP. And Wob's going to turn this one into a flank. Is Chronic aware? He gets a couple of body shots. Forced all the way back. Now with the high ground. Good spear, actually, from Painkiller to neutralize that. Ray comes out in main. And they try and kite it. They've given them the... They're actually flipping it all the way around. Yeah, look. Extinction have gone the long way round. They're actually the enemy's high ground. They come back. And they're going to meet the payload on middle here. Zomba's respawning, so we're coming in the flank partway through the fight. Now the rally from Nenwai. No support up to match it from Nightmare. So they're just in trouble. Lep's going to die. The Bowler is shielded from Nenwai as well. Good block. No trades, most importantly, for Extinction. And now they can walk forward with this. It's going to be Hitori's Terror Surge up as the next main ult. And Scuffed with a significant Ray advantage as well. Rocket and Zomba both with a Pulse Bomb. Nightmare will be thoroughly aware of the flank at this point. Rocket goes for the Pulse Bomb, doesn't find anything, and Rocket has to back it up to Luke Mino's position. Zomba on the other side can't find Chronic either, so Zomba will back it up too. Both Tracers miss their attempt. Hitori's about to have this Terror Surge, Scuffed a little bit behind with the Ray. Look at Wub taking over this high ground with Nenwai right now. Trying to get in that angle to bully the point even further forward. Rocket's going to try and respond. Luke Mino's with it as well. Nenwai's going to take a dink, actually. That leads to the kill. Zomba's traded left on the other side, though, but the high ground's been cleared. Rocket good for 2, but Zomba is still in the back line. Hitori, it's a Ray Terror Surge if they want to try and clutch, but with this player disadvantage, it might not be wise. Yeah, they don't go for it in the end. Wait, Hitori goes now? Kills one with it? Why? Why? We have lead. We don't need to throw ults in these fights. I mean, Zomba's going to get a second kill for what it's worth. But yeah, big one here. Nenwai's in the team house with Hitori. Hunter with the inside scoop. And they keep holding for Ray at least, so they still have this advantage here for the next fight as they come back into this one. Extinction can even start with high noon if they want. They're going to have this high ground position, so if what they could also do, Extinction, is really slow it down. High noon far back if they want, but no, the Kitsune Rush comes out. They're just going to try and disengage for free. And the disengage looks good. Now the Ray comes back to turn out, and Chronic is in also deep here. He is in big trouble. Wub confirms that one, but they lose a player on the way through. The Javelin's good as well. Scuff's in all sorts of trouble. Trades a piece right now. Pulse Bomb wide from Rocket. TP in. Luke Mino's going to help really save Rocket's life with that one. They've stolen meters, though. Look at Hitori. She's just wandered off with a payload. Rocket's going to come stall it out now. They will be able to force them back. They can't commit to this fight, Extinction. There were too many trades. Zomba's going to get chased all the way out as well. They can actually... They might be able to kill Hitori late here. Hitori's on the run. I don't know if they're close for speed rings out, but maybe Hitori's fine. They know Zomba's behind as well. Duking it and wasting their time. Shield perk invested from Painkiller in all of this as well as they try and take that neutral onto Hitori. Zomba threatening the flank with the Pulse Bomb. Terror Surge advantage for Painkiller. Oh, it's a good stick as well. Zomba's just good for it today. Another opening pick. Nightmare on the back foot. Flooding through here as well. Pressure onto Luke Mino. Turns their attention away. Luke Mino seeping away. 1 HP. Looking for it. Was expecting a wall climb but can't find it. Fighting it, but Painkiller's got a kill on point with Terror Surge. Zomba can't find the kills here. Can get the Mega and keep harassing backline though, so they're not out of danger yet. Lep and Luke Mino just can't catch a break. Finally, they take down Zomba. Messy from Nightmare. But they can... And yeah, actually, for respawns are coming. Close spawn's still on, so they're right back in this one, Extinction. They need their DPS still. But yeah, the close spawns are on, so Extinction stay on the front foot. It's only 55 centimeters for Nightmare so far. And Extinction are starting to... And this rate, they're making this reverse sweep a possibility. They've still got to convert this advantage, but it's looking good. Rally and Terror Surge combo available as well. Can actually overpower the Ray here if Nightmare aren't careful. Gonna move over to the flank now. Nenwai support Wub a little bit. Heinen comes out. Postman for that trade. It's good, actually, and Nenwai dies to it. Zomba comes through. Was that... I need to see a replay of that one in a second or after the game. Hitori and Zomba still good for the trades, though. Dow disaster. They're going to turn this into another scrap here. Shield on point from Painkiller. Zomba drops for Pulse Bomb. Dies for it, though. Luke wins that one. Yeah, I thought it was... That's what I thought, Robot. That's what I thought. They're going to keep trading this one out, though. Extinction just kings and queens of the dogfights right now. And Nightmare have turned 55 centimeters into 7 meters and 85 centimeters, which might imply exponential growth. But the problem is, it's taken so long, and the actual goal is so big. And Monarchs. Alright, double support out now for Extinction. 2 minutes left on the clock, and this lead could get out of control. I don't want to worry Nightmare fans, but we could be getting to Avril territory very soon. Rally comes in, but Wub dies early. Bolts in the back of Nenwai as well, forces them to take it back. Scuffed wants to win with the Ray advantage. They drop it forward. Nenwai dies, though. Scuffed kills Lep as they continue to push forward. They try and force Painkiller off a point. Painkiller out of cooldowns. No, another shield, actually. Luke Mino continues to pocket on the high ground, helping Rocket with this tool on the side. Really trying to get involved. Rocket is on the ropes, though. Luke Mino take matters into his own hands. Misses for Suzu out of respect, but it doesn't matter. No trades, and a double support ult fight where they barely gain the meters. Yeah, we're not in Avril Theory yet, so as we all know, Nightmare are right in this still. 1 minute left on the clock. Terror Surge available for Painkiller already. Hitori not far behind. They're starting to gain meters, Nightmare, and boy, do they need him. We're into the final 50 seconds, so they've been scrappy fights on this, and trades will be killer here for Nightmare. They have to win clean. Flanks are coming in. Zomba's forced for recall. Has recall advantage. Drops it a little bit later. And Rocket's just on the run here. Zomba continues to be the alpha in that relationship on the Tracer side fight. Pulse Bomb's out wide. Hitori drops for Terror Surge. Shield up, though. Painkiller doesn't take too much damage. But Zomba's got a kill in the back. They trade it out. But both Orisas are low. They might just about win the fight. But it's ugly. The payload's still moving forward. But they're scrapping it out. Zomba, Wub, Nenwai. The 3 remaining Bastions. They're going to move the payload forward a little bit. Turn on the forward spawns if you want. Turn on the forward spawns if you want, or make the touch harder. Do one or the other. Don't do a little bit of neither and don't turn them on. All right. Oh, it's actually the other way. I'm stupid. Never mind. I was gonna say turn. They don't actually have capits. Never mind. Your caster is an idiot. Kitsune Rush coming through from Luke Mino. Comes out. Painkiller's gonna get one shot out of that. It's been a long stream, guys. The trades are still making it rough for Nightmare here. They're getting closer to it, but Chronic dies with Bolo, no chance to use it. Now coming through, they're still getting traded out. Desperate Touch is coming through, but running out of players, Nightmare. They need for touch, the robot's moving away. Disaster. And yeah, it's the year of the Wub. And what a pickle Nightmare find themselves in. Yeah, I am tired, Jacob. Is it showing? It's been a long stream. That GK Team Liquid series, it took it out of me. It took it out of me, you know? Alright, point-wise, a rare minus for Painkiller. Rocket stays positive. Zomba and Hitori continue to climb. Leper's hit a -4 there. Someone got 184k. Wait, how much did that... Who won 184k? How much did they bet? Yeah, I mean, Rocket fans are actually living good out of these extra maps. Nice, Cooper. You put 34k. No way, Cooper. You put 34k on Extinction? That's insane. Congratulations, but you're also insane. That's a level of faith now I've not seen before. Since I saw the last watercress post on Reddit. I can show you the total. Rocket's total is at 20.5, Painkiller at 19. Lep's got himself up to -7 here. Hitori and Zomba positive as well, if anyone's taken them as a sort of lower cost option. Chronic at 0.5. It's been up and down for Chronic. Luke Mino at 6. And now, Nightmare gets a pick for map. We're going to King's Row. But it's reverse sweep territory. And really, can't help but be the hindsight Harry. I mean, it's not even hindsight. It felt stupid at the time. But the Lifeweaver Mercy on Gibraltar is starting to feel like it might have set in motion a very unfortunate series of events. Why -7? No. He keeps dying. It's also worth noting that Lep was quite keen to come in after every map and type in chat for the first 2 maps. But I've not heard from Lep in a couple of maps. Has anyone heard from Lep? So it feels like Nightmare feeling the pressure, locking in a little bit here. As we get what's going to be a pretty unexpected map 5 out of this. This break between maps feels a little bit longer as well. Viewer predictions, 92% for Extinction. Our Preds are 50-50 right now. Fuck, what were the Preds for map 1? Like 96% for Nightmare? Alright, maps and bans. King's Row, we already knew. Tracer ban from Nightmare. They just need to... They think Zomba is having too much impact. Trusting in Rocket's flexibility. Juno ban on the other side here. Are they potentially just trying to force like a Kiri Lucio out of this? A Kiri Lucio mirror here on King's Row. Preds are fixed 140k on Extinction. Outrageous faith from Pancake. Inspired by Cooper. The Extinction buy-in is at an all-time high. What's the email I'm looking at? You know, we can have the Yaga. I'll let you have that one for free. Wait, can I add it? Am I logged in? Oh, I'm not logged in. Give me a sec. There we go. Wait, I'm looking now. 179k? Oh, shit. Alright, I guess I'm cracking one more fucking cold one to get me through. Wait, did I remove it? Did I click it twice? What happened? Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, yeah. There we go. Okay, this is peak gambling. My God. Is this over 1 million total? Yeah, we're over it. Yeah, we're well over 1 million here. Fuck. Money is on the line, yeah. Alright. Hazard. The choice. Reverse sweep on the cards for Extinction. More money, this is the great reset. Alright.
Defend objective A.
Oh, there were some big additions at the end there. Big additions at the end there. Over 1.5 million now if I... Or maybe not. Pretty close though. There's a lot of money on the line. Kiri, Lucio, Hazard, Genji, the choice for both with Tracer Band. Nightmare looking to hold on to their perfect record. Their closest challenger so far, Extinction. Wall off onto Hitori, big trouble. Kill for Painkiller here. Good early start, opening pick. They need to avoid trades, but they can clean up this Genji behind, probably. Zomba's backed up to the Mega. Rocket's dashed in for more, though, but Nenwai comes out trumps in that duel. They can play for a retake here. Zomba's looking for more. Stuck behind a little bit here. Yeah, Zomba's going to die late. That should put an end to the recontest really as well. Nenwai going to fall. They can get on point. Wall off at the choke. Capture progress all going through. Rocket's going to confirm another kill. And they manage what could have turned into a messy situation, Nightmare, if they didn't deal with those players behind. I can't even read your sentence, Sunku, because of all the emotes.
Hello there.
Early bowler for Chronic in all of this. Slightly quicker support ults for both Lucamino and Lep. Gonna try and hold up a little bit here is Painkiller, but pressure. Pressure on. Zomba's already in behind. Lep is marking that one. Might regret that, but angle for Chronic forces Zomba to deep peek. The chase is on. Bowler to keep hunting the kill. Suzu comes out. Zomba's in so much trouble. Yeah, they deal with this flank. Hitori's doubled down for a kill. And it's just going to be a die on point here. More positive progress for Nightmare. Only cost them the bowler as well, so they keep the support ult advantage for the next fight. These are the key ones in this push and pull. A late kill, a wall onto Nenwai, half HP. But they managed to get out. And they're okay for now. Slight Kitsune rush advantage for Lucamino still, but they've got to wait for the cart to catch him up a little bit right now. Valuable time, slight B advantage for Lep if we get this double support ult trade as well. Blade's going to come up mid-fight. Kitsune rush start for Lucamino in all of this. B is available for Lep very, very soon, but this Kitsune rush isn't really going anywhere. Scuff doesn't have it yet, but they can play it slow. But Hitori is going to maybe, yeah, get smashed actually. Oh, and this could be a tremendous snowball now. Bowler out from Wub, finds nothing. Nenwai on an adventure. But that's going to be a quick second point. And it feels like Nightmare have locked in. The shenanigans are over. The foot is down. They pulled up their breaches. And they are leaving nothing to chance now. Not giving Extinction the option to breathe. Kitsune rush advantage for Extinction. They drop it, but it's actually really good. Look how far away they are. Can they turn and kill Painkiller, maybe? They turn with beat. Nenwai has the later beat. Downpour Blade all getting thrown in as well. Chronic avoids it, but Rocket's shut down in this Blade. Zomba still has the Blade left to go. Gonna use it to chase down this kill. Hazard is low. Confirms that kill. Looking for a little bit more. Trying to fake out where they're dashing, but TP was available. They still reset the fight here. Extinction invested 4 for all of that. Huge ult trade. Slight Kitsune rush advantage for Lucamino, but a time for a neutral before all of that. They're going to try and get the payload moving before this Nightmare. Bolt's coming into the back. Chronic has to be careful. Forced off away. Warner as well, but Hitori's taken a lot, but it's Rocket who dies first. Hitori gets round the corner, just about manages to live. Painkiller dives in for more. Still has HP advantage, might be the player down. Wall comes out, Hitori dives in again. Loads of damage onto Hitori. Painkiller's going to try and chase and confirm that kill. They've TP'd to Hitori. Both supports with Hitori now to help her stabilize. Wub still has his off angle. They're going to keep the payload moving forward. Kitsune rush as well. Bowler out onto that one. Onto Rocket, but Wub dies for it. Now looking for more kills. Important trade from Zomba. They can't really afford too many more. Hitori dives in for another one. Luke Mino looking for the full pocket. Scuffed is still there. Diving in is Lep as well. Careful, Lep. Half HP. They'll deal with Hitori. They TP back Suzu to make sure nobody trades. They've actually got Zomba back on point already now, just trying to buy a bit of extra time. But Zomba might die late now as well. The chase is really on for. Yeah, Wall's going to finish it from Painkiller. Rocket all the way to the door. Lep nearly has another beat coming, and the snowball is looking good. They've got this forward hold. Lep nearly has this beat available. Extinction need to buy a lot of time for their support ults to come online. Hitori's going to be visual touch. So low, actually needs something. Downpour out before she dies. Beat now over the top instead. Lep looking for the Genji all over Zomba. Zomba's getting 2v1. Oh, they're not even touching. It was probably a fight they were losing anyway. You look at like Nenwai, Scuff, still short on the support ults. And that was a full push and a half, really. And all of a sudden, Lep and Luke Mino deathless. Rocket on 3 deaths? Come on, Rocket. Alright, is this some Lepdemption right now? Hunter's a believer. Not had the same flair on the Genji. But alright. Nightmare have upped their game as we enter map 5. The bar has been set, and it's Extinction's job to try and match it. Extinction have pushed Nightmare all the way. But to threaten to give a reverse sweep.
More space in the comms.
Listen in.
Yeah, our defense is fake as fuck, don't recruit.
Okay, just I'm gonna go right side, okay? I'm taking hotel, taking hotel.
3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1,
2, 1, walking.
What's it?
I'm taking top, I'm taking top. Genji's chasing me, Genji's chasing me.
I'm good, they're looking at me.
Turning for Zomba.
Hazard's ult.
Okay, all turn me. Yeah, I'm ready.
Shoot.
Can we go?
Frantic.
Wait,
All bottom left, two bottom left.
I'm low now. Oh, I can't find Freya. I just didn't know where Freya was.
Choose bottom left.
Nice trade.
Alright, end of the listening here. Compared to the GK comms that we saw earlier, GK comms, calm, collected, clear. Extinction, frantic, chaotic. They're going to swing in again, early pressure onto Rocket. Rocket dives in for the trade, and Rocket has been shut down. Opening pick for Extinction. They regroup themselves in hotel. They start to swing onto point. Lep has the angle for what it's worth, but they're just going to go forward and kill Painkiller instead. Pocket onto Wub, and Extinction have a pretty quick first point on the second attempt. Looks like Lep has got out of there as well. They're going to respawn. They're all going to get the respawns and be able to hold for choke, even if they can't contest first. 5 minutes for second point. King's Row first defense continues to be bloody difficult. Lucio Genji battle on the side here for Zomba and Nenwai, kind of on the far side of our screen right now. Rocket's going to have to be careful getting involved in that one. It's going to be forced back by Hitori. But now the stalemate at the choke. It's a quicker Kitsune rush for Luke Mino, so Extinction have to be ready to take a backstep here. They're still threatening and damage back, like fighting the side fight, but Zomba should be forced back. Actually, it's Chronic who's in trouble. They're not forced back at all. It's a Nenwai and Zomba takeover. TP has been forced as Zomba looks for more. Luke Mino is executed. They still find 2 kills out of the Kitsune rush for Rocket, but the trades will favour the attackers. Hitori, HP advantage, shuts down Painkiller. Rocket has pulled the blade in all of this. 1 kill and running away. I mean, he's in my fantasy team, so I'll take the KD save. Get a kill, get out, I'll take it, honestly. Confusing ult trade, Kitsune rushing all of that. Just keep the payload moving in Extinction's favour, though. But now Zomba's going to have this blade. Nenwai's going to have the beat soonish, as is Lep. So a big ult advantage for Extinction to try and work with. Downpours will be in the mix too, so not consistent. But Rocket got the better of Zomba. Good on you, Rocket. Now no Blade. They can just take the fight. Hitori dives in. Just wants kills. She's in so deep. Suzu to try and save a bowler through from Wub. Wub's in big trouble trying to hide on the rooftops. The beat from Lep comes through. Not in time to save Painkiller, but they do convert the kills. Rocket good for it again. Him and Luke get all the cleanup. Nightmare able to stabilize, but that was the beat invested. And now we are in a clear ult advantage situation for Extinction. They've got the beat. They've got the Blade. Even the downpour. All they've got to worry about is Painkiller's downpour. And this should be the moment for Extinction to close out second point. The biggest opening they've had so far. Zomba coming through, top left-hand side already. Pings onto the Genji as they're wary of the side, but Rocket's actually behind here, a bit unchecked. Painkiller's taking the trade. Zomba is all in. Suzu's going to be forced. There goes the Blade onto the Freya. Misses the dash. Second slash will get the kill. Downpour locks down Zomba. Beat will keep everyone alive, but no more damage out in this Blade. Painkiller just on the run now. It's 2 ults for 1 just to live, but they are behind. Pressure onto Lem. The interruption. Zomba downpour. Rocket's caught up in it, but here comes Lem, the bodyguard. But here comes Hitori, the executioner. The kills will go through. They're still chasing. Lep lives. Lep lives. But the payload, Painkiller's on 1 HP up top. They can't touch. Lep's going to have a... The cap's going to go through, but Lep is still alive. Lep dies eventually. Never mind. All that for nothing. All that for nothing. And Extinction. I mean, it's going to be hard to beat for time. But they can full cap this. Kitsune Rush advantage for Scuffed is only slight, so Luke Mia should catch up in time. Rocket's going to have the Blade to combo with this as well. Early pressure onto Rocket right now. They Kitsune Rush off the back of that. It's a bit early though. The disengage looks really possible. Suzu comes out as well. Luke Mino only responds to it now. Zomba is in so deep as well. They're desperately trying to save Zomba. Scuff TP's up to it. Rocket has died. No pull of the Blade. Hitori's gone in and got that kill with Nenwai. As Nightmare go forward, Extinction just go forward as well. They weren't ready for it. The trades are good long term. Nightmare are fine, but a scary moment as Rocket falls there.
Hi.
Killing spawn for Chronic as well. Good for it. More time off the clock. Beat and Blade available for Nightmare. But they want to keep it efficient at this point. They're in control of the choke. They have a significant ult advantage. You want one fight, win the fight, reset again. I was reliably informed it has been the year of the Wub, but we need a little bit more on this final push. Extinction need to finish with time on the clock here. Rocket one shot onto Zomba around the corner. Maybe they don't need to use anything. Extinction are going to double down. Suzu forward. More pressure. Scuff's going to play for the trade. Scuff just won. Hitori won. Trades are not going to be enough for Extinction to make real progress though, but they're going to need to make a walk-up maybe a bit easier next time. Nenwai won't be getting out here. Painkiller reset. I mean, the walk-up's not even going to be all that different. The bigger problem for Extinction is they've still not forced any ults out.
Hello there.
Another swing. Beat Blade available still for Nightmare. Not had to use any of these ults yet. Painkiller with a defensive wall. Zomba swinging around the corner. Come back in. Pressure on Zomba early on. Blades to chase this down. Zomba's in the corner, and Zomba just gonna win it! Zomba absolutely beast Rocket in that. Disaster Blade. Now Lep is on the run behind. The bowler comes out as well. Doesn't find anything. Lep drops the beat. Nenwai's gonna mirror Kitsune Rush out. Now Zomba with the Blade. Deflect trying to hunt down Chronic, but Chronic's updraft gives Zomba the slip. Disaster Blades all round. The trades are good for Nightmare. Cleaned up, and now we're down to the final minute. Hitori 1 HP as Painkiller hunts this kill down. And it's looking very winnable now for Nightmare. Remember, Extinction ideally they need time on the clock, but only 50 odd seconds. They've got the downpour, but it's the only ult to work with. And the reverse sweep, it might end here. Nightmare looking to shut it down with a big hold on third. Comes in, Hitori, downpour, trying to force that slash to chase. Wall out, but wait, is Painkiller giving it a slip? Was expecting Painkiller on the floor, but Painkiller avoids all the damage. Outplay by Painkiller, and Chronic finds the pick. This is the moment. That was the last ult advantage fight they might have. And they are forced all the way back. No trades for Nightmare. A late kill here could make the touch so hard as well. Suzu in spawn for Hattori to live, but Painkiller keeps going. But Bola there as well to finish it off. Chronic with 2 in spawn. Nenwai's on an adventure for the touch. Needs to live for a while. Needs the touch. And no, Nenwai goes down. I think there's no touch. It's going to be a comfortable hold on third in the end for Nightmare. Domination once they got there, but they've been pushed all the way. Accusations of dicking about on Gibraltar. But not on those last 2 maps. And Nightmare close it out and hold on to their unbeaten record. My god. Should we look at some fantasy scores? Lep had only 1 death. Let's go. No, Lep had a 31-1 game. No way this was the Lep legacy game. The extra map was exactly what Lep needed. Oh my god. Painkiller got 9.5. Rocket only 5. I mean, it's still positive, right? Negatives on the Extinction side. Lep made it to positive. What's the total? Yeah, Lep made 4.5. Thanks to the King's Row of a lifetime. Zomba and Hattori remain positive for what it's worth. Nenwai, 17.5. Lucamino, 11.5. Painkiller, 28.5. And Rocket, 25.5. The gap really opening up on that third map between the 2 of them. Whew. The only death was that first point Gambit. It actually is true, isn't it? Oh. Did Lep just drop the highest main support score in 1 map? Kellex had some high ones as well, right? But was Kellex... I don't know about individual map, because Kellex is from a double game week, right? Just got here. It was Painkiller with the highest score. Oh.
Quick chat now before we're wrapping up our day.
Oh,
Lucamino is going to be
Lucamino.
voice only. Can you hear us? Are you with us?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up?
Yeah,
Hello?
we always got to start it like a Sion.
Hello, hello.
Lucamino, congrats on the dub. Can you hear us? You said hello to me.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, we're good.
Works. Confirmed.
Not looking good.
Comes on point here with us. We love that. Lucamino, we have to address the silly goose in the room here. Gibraltar. Did you guys have a little too much fun with that backline? Like Mercy, Life Weaver, really? Was that necessary?
100%
Backline is
Benpar.
good. My team
100%.
just misplayed. That's all I have to say. Hazards unmarked.
W.
We're not surviving the
No, I'm
dive.
not
Not a
I'm not buying
issue.
into that narrative. No.
No, that's the right answer, actually. That's the perfect support answer, I'm going to be honest. I want to ask, do you think you're going to go perfect this stage? Obviously, your next biggest match is going to be GK. How is the confidence level in your team for that series? Because they are also currently undefeated. Like, they also look unbelievably strong, especially after that series versus Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty close series, and considering we 3-0'd Liquid, I think we're good for 3-0 on DK as well. But, you know, we'll see.
Ooh, a 3-0?
They had some interesting comps.
They did have some interesting comps indeed. Well, you also had interesting comps, so maybe it'll be a match of the interesting comps.
Yeah, I do
I
private
want to ask,
coaching.
heading
If
into
you reach
map
out on
5
Discord,
there,
we can set something
Zomba
up.
was
But I
just
am about to
amazing
go
on
away
the
for
Tracer
3
under
weeks.
Nasapi, and then the Tracer ban comes through from you guys leading into map 5. What was the communication like going into map 5? Trying to refocus onto the game, and what made you win the game there? Was there anything in particular you told yourselves in the comms before map 5?
That's actually a word, because we're dead silent, but you know, people locked in. That's all that matters. We banned the Tracer, and Zomba can get solo kills anymore. Just won the game off that, I think.
Yeah, Zomba had a phenomenal performance there. Really doing some damage on that Tracer. Now, Lucamino, we're gonna let you go,
Yeah.
but not before we
Nothing like that
congratulate
until
you
stage
on the
3.
player of the match.
Exclamation
honor.
mark
So
Discord.
congratulations! It's been an absolute joy watching you popping off. Who do you dedicate this honor to? This imaginary award.
Dedicated to my grandparents. Love them. Always support me.
Love that.
My dad and
Big
mom
fan.
as well. Appreciate them. Team is good as well.
Love that. Yeah, just dubs across the board. Thank you so much, Lucamino, for joining us, and have a good rest of your day. We can't wait to see you guys back in action.
Thanks. Jeez.
All right. Yeah, I'm really tired. I don't know what it. Honestly, that GK Team Liquid series, it took it out of me. It took it out of me. Appreciate it, Pineapple. All right, so I'm gonna hit the hay because I'm not gonna get a lot of sleep either before tomorrow. So hope Max is ready to carry. Bro, did I sell my points? Lep, you saved it, mate. Mate, you saved it with that King's Row. Let me show you. I'll show you the trend line here, right? So we're on -1. You won this map. 1.5 net positive. Then the reverse sweep starts threatening itself. -3.5. Fuck. -4. Fuck. But then, what a King's Row, mate. 31 and 1, 11.5 points. Net positive. A hell of a King's Row. And yeah, what was it? Yeah, +4.5. You dug a hole, mate, but you got yourself out of it. Parlay hit, yeah. But yeah, closed it out, mate. Nervous. Normally it's Nen why you're so nervous. But it's... you guys probably have a nervier finish to that one. That's honestly, Wilder. That's news so sad, Wilder. I'm going to end the stream. Where am I going? Thing. Hunter's live, right? There he is. Watching Baldy without commentary. Perfect. Alright, everyone. Thank you for the support. Thank you for it. I appreciate it. Good games today. I'll be back in the morning. I'm going to go to sleep as quickly as possible. But I'll see you all tomorrow for more action. Let's help out this little streamer. Good night, everyone. Appreciate it. Take care.